Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bolt Design, and today I want to talk about knives, against my better judgment. I don't know a lot about knives. I'm certainly no expert on it. I mean, you'll understand that as soon as you listen to me talk here, but I do have an opinion like everybody else, so here's my opinion on it. I don't use a knife a lot when I'm out backpacking. I use a knife a lot more right in my shop than I do out backpacking. When I'm backpacking, about the only thing I use a knife for is I cut food packages open with it, and I'll cut a little bit of cord with it now and then. And, you know, stuff like I might trim loose threads off my pack or something like that. But I don't use a knife a lot. Maybe clean my fingernails. So, I don't require a really sophisticated blade, and I hate sharpening blades, and I'm kind of dumb, so I dull them quite fast. So, the little utility knife, little plastic feather light ones with snap-off tips, will do everything I need to do. It'll open food packages, it'll retract so I don't cut myself when I get done, and it'll cut cord. So, and I can clean my fingernails with it. So it basically meets all my requirements. But here's the rub. This is a Leatherman P4. They also make an S4. This is P for pliers, S is for scissors. Now the scissor part of it, anything I can do with scissors, I think probably with maybe a little more difficulty I can do with a knife. So I don't really need the scissors. But the pliers, that's a little different. I worked for 30 years in a factory where I worked with wire and springs and things, and these pliers were like an extension of my hand. I used them all the time. And I really don't like to go anywhere without a pair of pliers, because there's always some little tight spot where you need to grab a hold of something, or something small you need to bend, and these are invaluable for that. Even pulling a porcupine quill or a splinter out of your hand. I really like having a pair of pliers, and I really feel uncomfortable if I'm out in the wild without them. But anything that has pliers on it, as this knife, also has a bunch of other stuff that you I'm never going to use. It's got a blade that I dull in about 5 minutes. It's got a miniature screwdriver and what looks like an awl to me. Now, I don't have anything with miniature screws in it. My equipment's fairly simple. I don't have any fuel stoves that require, you know, little screws and jets and O-rings. Obviously, I use an alcohol stove. I use a squirrel cage. I don't have much use for a leather punch, but that could come in handy. I won't say that I wouldn't use that, but I probably could get by with a utility knife if I had to. I've got a little flat Phillips, don't have any Phillips screws yet. Can opener, a bottle opener. Don't usually take bottles into the wild with me. A flat-bladed screwdriver, don't have any flat-headed screws. So pretty much this is, other than the pliers, no good to me. So what I've decided is, the best thing for me to do is just to carry my little utility knife with 20 little snap-off blades and carry a small, compact pair of picket nose pliers. That serves all my purposes, and I'm comfortable that way, and that basically covers everything. Now, I carry this at home. This is a knife with replaceable utility blades, and as Jason Class pointed out, this thing weighs a ton, and you have to be insane to carry it in the wild. It weighs like 3 ounces. But I use this in the shop daily to deburr things and, all kinds of stuff I use it for. Pick on this stuff and snap it open, and just, I couldn't even build stoves without this. I use it so much. So, that's basically my spin on knives. I'm Tinny from Mini Bolt Design. I hope I didn't upset the knife police. Get out and hike. Take a friend. Don't cut your fingers. Always carry a sharp knife. Always be prepared, and more important than anything, have a great day. Bye-bye.